welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a diaper review on the Pampers Swaddlers, and these are in size 3. Size 3 gets you 16 to 28 pounds, okay? And just an overview, they have the extra absorb channels, which is in the cruisers. It's now also in the Swaddlers. The absorb away liner, which is one thing I really like. It has the wetness indicator, the stretchy sides, which they really are, and they are blanky soft, I have to say. So first of all, the way they look, here's just kind of top to bottom, front to back. The Swaddlers are the ones that are all white. They just have the wetness indicator, which is right down below here. So it's a decent amount. I think it does cover the butt too, because it lets you know if there's poo-poo in there or not. So I think that's why it goes back so far. Swaddlers does the Sesame Street theme. Actually, I think all Pampers are the Sesame Street theme, if I'm not mistaken. So when you open it up, it has the wide front. At least I think it is. That's pretty wide to be on here. And this doesn't stretch or anything like that. You can pull and it's not coming apart or anything. These little tabs, they feel to be more like I don't want to say paper, but fabric. They feel they're real soft, you know. They're not crunchy, they don't make a noise, so that's not going to hurt baby's skin. And in the back, the back does not stretch at all. That's just kind of fixed, just how it is. It's a fixed back. But each side, I don't know if you guys can see this, but that's stretchy. And, you know, it's the fabric material, I think is what I want to call it too. So I'd say that's pretty stretchy. And it just has the basic tabs here for it. On the inside, it has the absorb away liner, which is like mesh. It's mesh. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it is mesh, and I like that. It pulls the pee poop away from the baby's butt and everywhere else, so that it doesn't irritate. And when you pull up on the liner itself, you can see how it pulls away from the diaper. So that's how you know that it is really pulling it away from the skin, because if you can lift this up and this isn't touching and everything is contained up in here like a net, yeah, I like that. Like it a lot. So that's one big plus about the Swaddlers that is not in the other diapers, along with, well, the absorb away liner is in the other ones except the baby dry. It's just in Swaddlers and cruisers is where you're going to get that the extra absorb channels. I'm sorry, the extra absorb channels. It's like 3 channels that go down in the diaper, and you can, no, I thought you could see them, but you really can't see them in here, but they're like invisible. But when the diaper gets wet, it doesn't sag. It just kind of keeps it all evenly distributed across. So that's a good thing. But I don't really have any cons so much to say, except it's not really a con. It's just I guess like a preference that I have with the diapers. When they're on my daughter, the back of it, which is this, when it is actually put on her, which was, okay, so say this is on a child. Okay, the back, I just, the only, this is, I don't, it's not a, it's just a personal thing, I guess, you know. That's why I said every baby is different, and you will see what I mean. I will insert the clip below, or I will insert the clip next of the diaper actually on my daughter, so you can see what I'm talking about with this back. So here is the Pampers on the baby, and it, of course, it still has the wetness indicator line right there. This is a really good fit. This is, again, a size 3 right here, but yeah, just kind of gives you an overall fit on a child. So down here it has the extra liner under there, or I guess like I think that's what it's called, the extra liner, so you can see no leaks can get out of there. It does have a stretchy, the waistband, or the sides, I guess, is really, really stretchy. And you can see the ridges in it, so you know that it is stretchy there. It does have only the one grip that's on here for now, but the tape is really sticky, I believe. And this is really soft here. This little flap is, I mean, it's not exactly paper, but it feels like cloth-like. So it's not going to hurt the baby. So we stick that over there, and then we pull it tight. And, I mean, I always push on them just to make sure that it's on there. But you know that it's latched pretty well. And everything on here. And again, on the other side. But, yeah, that is an example on the baby. We have our model right here. There's the overview. And here's kind of like a back view. The only thing that is weird about these that I don't exactly care for is when she leans over, it's like there's kind of like a gap. So when she's leaning over, you see a gap in the back. And it's not like snug up against the waist like the Huggies do. And the diaper itself doesn't exactly go all the way up. And you can kind of see the difference right here. So where this line is, that's where the padding actually stops. So there's nothing that goes all the way up to here. So that's like I don't know, maybe 2 inches worth of no padding and everything. I just wanted to point that out. I mean, it's still a good diaper and everything, but that is just one thing I noticed, that it's the waistband isn't stretchy back here, so it leaves kind of like a gap and everything back there. But again, this is size 3 and every baby is different, so maybe on your child it won't do that, but it does on her. Okay, like you just seen in the previous clip, the back of the diaper is not flush with the skin. It's like there's a gap. And that's the only thing that I don't know, because if there's diarrhea or something, I just feel like it can come right out. No, I haven't had any explosive diapers or anything like that. But that is just one thing that just kind of bothers me, I guess. That's why I said it's a personal preference that I have with the diapers. But overall, I mean, they're really good. The lining of the diaper it doesn't go from the tip of this to the tip of this. It doesn't do that. But it goes from, let's see, the beginning of the mesh starts, or the pad, I guess. So this amount of diaper is not even anything. It's just the mesh goes up this high, but the pad to soak everything away does not. So I'm folding it over so you can kind of see. That's about, I don't know, half, maybe like my whole finger length right there on how much is not even included with a pad. So it seems like a great deal if you're really looking at it. So here's the beginning of the pad, and the back of the pad stops, let's see, right here. So here you have from the length of the pad on each one. So this is about how much space you're working with. So in ratio, the back of it, wow, that's an awful lot that's not covered with a pad. So yeah, it doesn't seem like you're gonna get much usage out of it. But like I said, I personally haven't had any leaks or anything like that with it, but it just seems a bit excessive that you have this much of a diaper that's not even in use. I mean, there's no pad there. So that's, you know, again, I don't know what they were doing there, but okay, no problem. And then, like I said, the front. So you've got this much of a diaper that's not in use with a pad. So, yeah. But overall, I really like the diapers. I haven't had any problems with them. The fabric doesn't cut into my daughter's skin or anything. I love the stretchy sides on them. I love the mesh liner on the inside. Let's see, they stick really well with this, whatever this stuff is called on here. haven't had any problems with it coming unstuck and the diaper coming off. So that's another thing. The size I'm reviewing again is size 3. So, but they all, I believe, are white. I mean, from newborn to 3, since I've had them, they're all white. They just have the basic wetness indicator line under here. But yeah, the sides that stretch, that's the great thing. And even the, I guess it's the side of it here to keep everything in on the side. I really like that too. It comes up really high on the legs when it's around there. I don't have any problems with the diaper. That's why I said the only thing was the back, and that's just my personal thing about that. But overall, the Swaddlers are a really, really good diaper, and I like them a lot. I have been using them. Haven't had any problems with them. Over 12 hours, I'm not sure. Haven't tested them for over 12 hours, which seems like an excessive amount of time. I think the highest it's been is 9 hours on her, and there's still no leaking, and that was even no change in the middle of the night if she had woken up, and no, nothing. So thumbs up for that. But yeah, overall, I do recommend the Swaddlers to you guys. And if you have any other questions or comments, please leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be able to answer them. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and we will see you in our next vlog. Thank you guys.